What processes do operations management consultants use? Whenever people feel committed to learning about all operations management, the very first question people will undoubtedly like to discover is what operational management consultants are. In today's fast-paced environment, workers must have managerial abilities to be regarded as valued members of a firm. But first, if you're new here, consider subscribing to this channel to continue receiving great weekly videos on consulting. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you can get informed every time I publish a new video. Operational consultancy, often known as business management, is described as advising and implementing programs that support a firm's internal processes and customer value effectiveness. Customers seek operational consultants to help companies improve the effectiveness of their monetary policy. Among such services are the development of objective operation methodologies, the execution of cost-cutting projects, and the optimization of business operations. Techniques that a business management consultant employs for the benefit of his firm. To analyze firms' profitability, corporate leaders have a variety of instruments at their disposal. Some models used by designers are listed below. Benchmarking. Benchmarking is a method of evaluating the corporation's statistics to rivals within the sector or successful businesses beyond their market. Notebook for balancing scores. A scorecard is a system to track key components of a business plan and promote organizational progress or transformation. It analyzes measures other than existing banking measures to assist businesses in connecting strategy plans in mind and detecting problems as they emerge in the income statement. Competence fundamentals. Determining an organization's strategic competencies assists people in defining a corporation's strategy and strategic benefit. Its competitive advantage is expertise inside a sector that is hard for users to reproduce. A core competency is expertise inside a field that is hard for users to copy. It enables the organization to provide distinctive benefits to clients, providing this a head start on the competitors. Another illustration is how staff progress will allow the company to include more excellent customer support and quick response time. An in-depth description of the consultancy phase is divided into categories. The first stage. It's the first stage of joining the group. It serves as the very first point of interaction between both the customer and the expert. It contains the conversations that will lead to the beginning of the source of consulting. Eye-to-eye meetings allow the customer and expert to understand one another. During this stage, the expert makes a preliminary decision about how he or she can assist in pattern recognition and case management. Second stage. It is the initial diagnosing step. Customer attention must direct the customer's attention to identifying the situation as well as the objective. However, at point, a collaboration between both the customer and the advisor blossoms. An expert must investigate the organization's operational characteristics and evaluate priorities associated with a management transition. Information gathering is an essential duty during that phase because it is linked to improving the possible alternatives. Your advisor's compensation should be approved at the place to minimize delays and some other types of conflicts. Third stage. Contraction seems to be the third stage in the interviewing process. That agreement must be written in plain professional or commercial terminology. That issue statement aims the objectives identification of key actors, milestones, and proclamation of renegotiation conditions are essential parts of such an agreement. Fourth stage. It is the stage of assessment at which a more thorough study of the situation is required. The issue must thoroughly examine every case, and integrations must be gathered via interviews, conferences, etc. During this point, an advisor must solve the case in the manner of a detective. Once the client is wholly engaged in the process, you can use a variety of diagnostic approaches. Fifth stage. It is the stage of reviewing. During this stage, the customer should be asked to respond to an issue description. Information and suggestions are often provided. Advisors' recommendations in particular must be evaluated by the customer at this level. Sixth stage. During this point, execution must take place. During the performance, the customer and the expert will assess the practicality of the advisor's ideas. If needed, such suggestions are modified. Furthermore, flaws inside the design can be identified and corrected. It is necessary to gauge employee risk to an organizational change. The institution must thoroughly examine the institution's operating situation to assist in executing the plan and recommendations. During this level, employee training courses are often introduced. Adopting operation business analysis solutions. Analyzing the corporation's processes. Experts are eager to pull up their hands and sink deeper into their wallets to assist customers and the organization achieve their strategic goals. Companies help people with job creation via financing, advertising, selling, administration, customer support, accountancy, and money management. A strategic business specialist is a business degree who reviews business objectives, advantages, and goals scored readers in managing the orientation of those who should be happening. In contrast, organizational professionals use research and data to help companies standardize their efficiency and enhance administrative efficiency. When an advisor has explicit knowledge of how people are progressing, they offer suggestions for improving particular functional duties. Analysts look for cheaper options, like people and suppliers, while also making required improvements and improving their firm. In certain circumstances, logistics consultancy groups could not only contribute to the development of new tactics, as well as in the redesigning of current techniques to better serve the company. Make suggestions for newcomers. Based on the consultancy firm, practical professionals may assist in putting their recommendations into action. People do not finish seeking suggestions. Instead, the professional analyst will work with a company to implement its knowledge of specific. Advisors can assist founders on best practices while also introducing them to a strategy that helps determine the course of their new firm. Advisors can assist founders on quality standards while also introducing them to a system that helps determine the course of their new firm. Communication as well as execution. A majority of operating managers do not leave after the slide presentation. They've examined the problem, provided suggestions, and then stayed to see that they've carried out. People discuss the concept of quality and value. Now, how they assist in the development of their recommendations varies. Several specialists will be present while the job is being done. Experts provide more guidance and suggestions about how to continue. Some, on the other hand, may play an active role throughout the upgrades. It is up to them to determine whether they desire passive or active assistance and pick the company that best meets their requirements. Cost and expenses by saving. Executive workers and entrepreneurs do not even have the time or motivation to figure out an optimal pricing plan for the company. Although, when they have the necessary knowledge, managers might not have had the time to consider how and when to make things work, but instead prepare the group for both the change. It is where a consultant comes in. A consultant assists in refocusing everyone else's attention on their core duty. Everyone returns to doing what they do best, while the consultant works to improve the overall situation. Sure, it isn't accessible or cheap, but consultation ensures that improvements are made while the business remains unaffected. These changes could have a significant impact, with the quality of the public exceeding the expenses. Costly financial planning. Consultancy can lead to significant cost reductions in the core business. These benefits go further than one-time price efforts. Operational analysts identify simple ways to cut costs and implement effective modifications, but these will not fix significant money difficulties. It is the advisor's responsibility to go the extra mile to work out how to save money in the long run. It will vary depending on the individual circumstance what they're doing. Nevertheless, one can be confident that it will be on their thoughts. Furthermore, advisors can save money in a variety of methods. There is no need to recruit a professional employee to complete the task. As a result, there have been no administrative expenses, advertising spends, pay implications, or tax issues for the company. Instead, they pay again for the assistance they obtain. Furthermore, cost-cutting is a consideration in 87% of corporate and IT outsourced selections. Guidance on finance. Small company advisors assist in the development of a strategy for achieving goals on certain frontiers. They analyze a person's accountancy to discover places where modifications are expected to reach saving objectives. These might provide information on a company's financial position, corporate strategy, including financial results. Role and function of an operational advisor. Management experts play an essential role in assuring that a company's core plan is successful. Among its primary responsibilities are: encourage process improvement. The operational advisor sets the scene by directing a club's initiatives to maintain that the proper procedures are being used in the right way. Whenever a department is experiencing technical challenges, they take decisions and suggestions. Customer participation. Communicating with clients and colleagues to analyze existing systems and educate people about best practices and continuous improvement is an essential element of the operational contractor's work. Construction project operational experts play an indispensable role in endless improvement project activities, assisting in the planning, developing new operational activities. Develop in-depth knowledge of the industry. Keeping pace with recent developments, prices and modern tech in their business helps operational specialists evaluate and propose new technologies. Captains. Operational consultancy oversees group members' job performance, like assistant coaches, giving direction and advice as required and providing necessary input to leadership. Professionals also assist an organization whenever existing innovations are implemented. Endnote. There are numerous fields in which an individual can apply himself. Still, suppose one chooses an operational management consultant. He should be aware of basic methodology to retain his image and skills by establishing operational management processes and significantly worked in the sector. Take care of the client's financial data to make everything satisfactory, and, in the end, familiarize himself with the client, CEO, senior management, and the competitors. If you like the video, give us a like to make more videos like this one, and tell us in the comment section below what type of videos you want. Lastly, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more weekly videos.